South Park characters being dumb for 10 minutes straight. There's smart comedy, and then there's South Park, a show that proudly celebrates being dumb in the most intelligent way possible. Over the years, the people of South Park have made some of the worst, funniest, and most illogical decisions ever seen on television. Whether it's a small misunderstanding or a full-blown global disaster, these characters have a special talent for doing the absolute dumbest things imaginable, and somehow making it hilarious every single time. Let's start with Cartman, because honestly, no one in South Park does dumb quite like him. Cartman is the mastermind of terrible ideas. His schemes start clever, but always crash in spectacular fashion, like the time he tried to start his own amusement park so he wouldn't have to deal with other people, only to realize that without customers, he couldn't afford to keep it open. His business plan collapsed faster than his patience, and he ended up back where he started, broke, angry, and blaming everyone but himself. Then there's Randy Marsh, the unofficial king of overreaction. Every time he's in an episode, you can practically hear chaos loading in the background. He's the guy who turns a small problem into a nationwide event. Remember when he joined every single trend the second it appeared? From music festivals, to cooking competitions, to weird new fads, just to prove he was in touch. Randy's logic is flawless in his mind, and completely nonsensical to everyone else. The best part is that he believes every dumb idea he has is genius. Stan and Kyle might seem like the logical ones, but even they've had their moments of absolute stupidity. Stan once got so obsessed with trying to prove something scientific that he forgot the entire experiment was fake. Kyle, meanwhile, once trusted Cartman's plan for an entire day, which, as every fan knows, is always a guaranteed disaster. It's like the show's unspoken rule: the moment anyone takes Cartman seriously, intelligence leaves the room. And then there's Butters. Pure, innocent, clueless Butters. The nicest kid in South Park, and also the most gullible. Every time he tries to fit in or take advice, it ends terribly. Whether it's joining Cartman's business schemes, believing in fake conspiracies, or accidentally starting an international scandal, Butters somehow manages to make being dumb look adorable. He doesn't mean to make mistakes. It just happens naturally, like gravity. Some of the funniest dumb moments in South Park come from the adults trying to be responsible. The parents constantly form committees, campaigns, and protests, all to solve problems that don't actually exist. They'll ban movies, build walls, or start moral crusades over things no one cares about. And every time they realize too late that they made everything worse. It's a masterclass in collective stupidity. And it never stops being funny. Even the police department isn't safe from idiocy. The officers of South Park somehow manage to misinterpret every situation in the worst possible way. They chase the wrong people, make ridiculous arrests, and often forget what crime they're even investigating. It's so consistent that their incompetence has basically become an art form. The funnier part, they're always completely confident while being completely wrong. One of the all-time dumbest moments in South Park history came from a simple misunderstanding. The boys thought they could win a fight by learning martial arts. Instead, they ended up injuring themselves, getting banned from school, and accidentally creating a town-wide panic about dangerous children. It's that perfect South Park cycle. Bad idea, overreaction, total chaos, repeat. And it's not just the kids or the cops. Even the teachers get their share of brainless moments. Mr. Garrison has delivered entire lessons that make zero sense, turning history class into personal confession time. Mr. Mackey tries to give life advice that ends up confusing everyone, and when substitute teachers show up, they either quit in tears or join the madness. Education in South Park is less about learning and more about surviving. Then you've got the townspeople who will believe anything, absolutely anything. Tell them aliens are invading and they'll form a mob. Tell them their kids are cursed and they'll start burning objects in the street. The collective intelligence of South Park drops instantly whenever something weird happens. The funniest part is how seriously they take it, shouting, protesting, and panicking, all while making zero sense. Randy deserves another mention because, let's face it, half of South Park's dumbest moments belong to him, like the time he joined a fighting competition at his son's baseball games and turned it into an all-out brawl, or when he moved his entire family because he thought becoming a farmer would make him a visionary. Randy's genius is that he's completely unpredictable. 1 minute logical, the next minute the reason civilization collapses. Cartman's stupidity, on the other hand, comes from pure arrogance. He always believes he's the smartest person in the room, even while destroying everything around him. him, like the time he tried to lead a movement just to get out of schoolwork, and somehow convinced the entire town to join him. He doesn't mean to cause chaos, he just doesn't think that far ahead. His confidence is both his superpower and his downfall. Even the school assemblies are a goldmine of dumb moments. Every time Principal PC or the staff try to educate the kids, something goes horribly wrong. Whether it's a lecture on behavior that turns into a riot, or a motivational talk that ends with everyone crying, the results are always the same. Disaster in slow motion. South Park. Elementary might be the only school where learning less is part of the curriculum. Then there's the town's obsession with trends. Whenever a new fad hits, the entire population loses its collective mind. They've joined cults, bought useless gadgets, and followed fake influencers. All because someone said it was the next big thing. Within hours, it all collapses, but they never learn. By next week, they're at it again, proudly repeating their mistakes with enthusiasm. Even the quiet characters get their dumb moments. Take Kenny. He's usually the calm one, but every once in a while he'll join the chaos just because everyone else is doing it. Whether it's testing dangerous stunts or volunteering for obviously bad plans, Kenny's bravery often doubles as foolishness. But that's what makes it work. In South Park, being dumb isn't a flaw, it's practically a tradition. The show's best dumb moments are the ones that start completely ordinary, like when the boys just want to play a simple game and end up inventing a new religion, or when they try to solve a school problem and accidentally start a global conspiracy. The setup is always simple, the execution completely insane. That's South Park's secret, making stupidity so creative it feels like genius. Even the government officials in South Park aren't immune. Whenever they get involved, they misunderstand everything, make the wrong decision, and somehow declare victory at the end. It's a perfect reflection of the show's tone. Everyone's trying to look smart while doing the dumbest thing possible. And the craziest part? Nobody ever learns. Butters, meanwhile, deserves his own chapter in the book of bad ideas. His greatest strength, his innocence, is also his biggest weakness. Whether he's accidentally joining secret organizations, getting scammed by his own friends, or starting a new club that turns into a disaster, he's the kind of character you can't even be mad at. His dumbness isn't stupidity, it's optimism in a world that punishes optimism. And then there are the moments when everyone in South Park bands together for something incredibly pointless. The whole town once rallied around a ridiculous cause, spent days fighting over it, and forgot why they started in the first place. It's not just one person being dumb, it's everyone together in perfect harmony of nonsense. It's that kind of collective idiocy that makes South Park so relatable, because deep down, we've all seen real people act exactly like that. The magic of South Park's stupidity is that it's never random. Behind every dumb moment is a little truth about how people act when they stop thinking. The characters make terrible choices for the same reasons real people do. Pride, fear, or just plain excitement. That's what makes it so brilliant. The show uses stupidity to hold up a mirror, and somehow we end up laughing at ourselves. In the end, South Park proves that being dumb doesn't mean being meaningless. The characters' constant mistakes, overreactions, and bad decisions are what keep the town alive. And the audience laughing. Every episode reminds us that logic isn't what makes life funny. Chaos does. And in South Park, chaos always starts with someone being incredibly, gloriously dumb.